Annyeonghaseyo, everybody. That's just a way to show you that I have not forgotten that we are learning Korean together. I just haven't had the chance to do my reviews at night before bed as I used to, but I am going to incorporate it, at least I'm going to try, in my everyday life. As always, welcome back to my vlog. If you're new, check out the playlist below. If you're not new, then you're probably tired of hearing it, so I won't remind you to do it. I try to share my experience as a Crohn's patient and military spouse, but not every day is actually related to those big topics. My Crohn's is thankfully and miraculously in remission, so I don't have a lot to share with you as far as the GI symptoms go, the extraintestinal symptoms go. We still don't know if my hair loss is related to Crohn's. As far as my military spouse life goes, you know that my husband recently got home from deployment, so he's in quarantine. He's currently in his room. As you can tell, he is nowhere to be seen. He's nowhere in sight. He is following the rules. My volunteer duties as a military spouse have also significantly reduced ever since the soldiers got back from Pathways, which is their mission over in Thailand, where they train with the Thai Army. Because of COVID, we're not hosting any sort of family events. We're not doing anything big. We're not even doing anything for the soldiers, which I feel really bad about. We're just kind of stuck. The volunteer team is sitting on the sidelines. We're just saying, if you need help with anything, let us know. That's mostly why I tell you check out the videos in the playlist, because those have to do with what I really want to share with you, which is my life as a patient and as a military spouse. Anywho, long intro aside, I wanted to show you the pizza that we made yesterday because I didn't get a chance to show you except when he was cutting it. This is a paleo pizza. It's made with almond flour, coconut flour, tapioca flour, eggs, olive oil, water, and then any condiments that you want to put in it. So I use parsley, oregano, and pink Himalayan salt. Obviously, if you can tolerate garlic, onion, and things like that, which I cannot, then you can put that into the mixture. But that's what it looks like for me. I like it. My husband likes it. It's definitely an acquired taste, because if you're used to eating regular flour pizza, then this is going to taste different. It also has a different consistency. But after those first few bites, then it's fine. Like, you get used to it and go like, oh, well, this is a different pizza. I've mentioned before that one of the reasons I'm not recording as much as I used to and uploading as much as I used to is because I recently started teaching a new student business English, which I have no experience in, and that requires a lot of research. I do not have materials. You've seen my office. I have loads of books that have to do with linguistics, French, English, literature, anything that is not business English. So I don't have books to go to reference. I have to do all my research online. I spent the weekend doing research and my computer lost it. I currently have a data recovery software running. It has about 4 hours left. It's doing a deep scan, and hopefully I'll recover that. But if not, then I have to sit down and do all that research again, to do the lesson plan, the printables, everything. Right now I'm just going day by day since I started teaching this person on Monday, and I'm doing my work the day before. It takes a lot of time. Don't really have a lot to record with me just sitting at the computer doing research. There you go, it's nice and warm now, so I'm gonna go over here and eat it while I work. Then when I'm done with my classes at around 6 p.m., it's family time. I spend time with my husband as much as I can at a distance. We haven't been walking the doggies either, but they've been super cooperative. They've been behaving, super understanding. They're the sweetest dog on the planet. Hope that was a good explanation as to where I've been, why I haven't been uploading, and why I haven't been showing you as much as I used to before. I apologize, doing my best here. I'll see you guys in a couple of hours after I'm done preparing for the classes and teaching them. Now, done with my classes, and my husband is starting to get back into the routine of being at home, little by little. He's not touching absolutely everything, but today he's gonna feed the doggies. And again, please don't mind the mess in the house. It's been a rough couple of days. Speaking of rough, let me tell you while he feeds the doggies, I actually had some diarrhea today. Had the hair loss yesterday, had diarrhea today. I almost didn't teach my classes, even though, you know, virtually I'm still next to the bathroom, but I didn't want to interrupt the class, so I was monitoring myself, trying to see can I really go 2 hours without interrupting, or am I gonna need to go to the bathroom? And that's part of IBS IBD, trying to see what your body, and trying to like predict what your body is going to do when it's in the middle of a what I call mini flare. So it wasn't too terrible. I was able to do the 2 hours just fine. I even got dressed because I wanted to make a good impression as a teacher. I always try to do that. I'm still running the data recovery software. I've only recovered 1 file out of an entire folder. And the most frustrating thing is it didn't recover as the file name itself. So let's say that I had a file name under the name Veronica. It didn't save as Veronica. It saved as file 00015. So I'm going file by file, looking in the previews to see if it's the one I'm looking for. I'm going through around 100,000 files. It's very frustrating, and honestly, I'm not very hopeful that I'm gonna recover what I lost, but I did recover 1, even though it's incomplete, and that's something. And I'm a glass half full kind of person. I'm gonna take that as a win. Gonna go through the rest of the files. Hopefully there'll be something there. Gonna spend some time with the hubby, 6 feet apart, of course. We just have, how many days left? Today's day what, 7? Okay, we've lost count, just like everybody else on this planet. So we have about a week left of the 6 feet apart. Gonna spend some time with him right now, and then I'll get back to all the work stuff. I don't even know where he is. The virus can last up to 5 days, I think it is, on whatever surface it was. So I think after a week, everything is safe.
I spray everything, so.
He's still unpacking all his Thailand stuff. He took a lot, because I mean, he was supposed to deploy for about 4 to 6 months, and he only left for 2. Now he's disinfecting everything and throwing everything in the wash, and there's still the gifts in there.
Disinfected already. Smell like Lysol.
Everything smells like Lysol. My clothes are still there from the day I picked him up. No judgment. No judgment. You guys, it's so late. It's so late. Can you see my fishies? The clownfish? They're completely knocked out. That's where they sleep when they're completely asleep and not aware of their surroundings at all. But this is part of being a grown-up, I guess, because I looked across the street and my neighbor's awake too. I know she has a kid and she's going to school and she's working. I'm guessing this is when she gets her studying done. Having my husband back home but in quarantine also, I don't want to say consumes time, but it's more like it requires different habits and routines that we never had, so that the adjustment period is also a little tricky. So really, when you think about it, it's a matter of learning to adjust my time yet again, because military life is ever changing. You don't really ever just have this one routine that'll last you for a lifetime. As I mentioned before, I have not been practicing my Korean. You are to hold me accountable, and this is the great thing about having an accountability partner. When you want to get something done, you feel shame for not doing it when someone else is checking up on you. So thank you for checking up on me and demanding this of me. Let's practice some Korean while my video uploads to YouTube. Right now, I don't even know where my notebook is, and I needed to practice. I'm fairly certain, yes it is. It's right here at the TV. Let's get comfy and practice. We know by now, 안녕하세요, which is how I opened today's video. That is your hello. Or if you're going to talk to a friend and say hey, you can say 안녕. Remember, when you're meeting somebody new, you want to get to know their name, you ask. Well, this is what happens when you don't practice. Let's start with the word name. 이름. And the question was, 이름이 뭐예요? What is your name? 이름이 뭐예요? 제 이름은, or you can answer 저는. You can answer my name is, or I am. 저는 베로니카예요. 제 이름은 베로니카예요. After introducing yourself as well, if you want, then you would say nice to meet you, which was the phrase that was really hard for me to say and really funny. And it went, oh, this is what happens when you don't practice. 만나서 반가워요. Oh, it's like right in the back of my head, all the way back here. If you're learning a new language, practice every day. Practice every day. If you're the one who is staying, you say 안녕히 가세요. So you would say 가세요 as in A for staying, 가세요. And if you're leaving, then you would say 안녕히 계세요. 게 as in E for leaving, 게. 안녕히 계세요, 안녕히 가세요. Let's see if we remember that in the future. The other phrase down here, even though it's not really in conversation, it's thank you, which is 고맙습니다. 고맙습니다. Where we last left off was nationalities. You don't actually say, for example, I am Puerto Rican. You say I am a person or human from this place. And you say that as 저는, I am, just like 저는 베로니카예요. 저는, you say your country. 사람이에요. 나라 means country. The country I'm going to say is America, which is 미국. 미국 is America, which leaves me with 저는 미국 사람이에요. 저는 미국 사람이에요. If you want to ask the other person where they're from, you would say 어느 나라 사람이에요. 어느 나라, oh goodness. 어느 나라 사람이에요. 어느 나라 사람이에요. 저는 미국 사람이에요. I gotta find how to say Puerto Rico, which I'm pretty sure is just Puerto Rico, because we don't have the same sounds in Spanish, English, and Korean. But for now, I'm just gonna say Biguk. I am an American citizen, so whatever. To these greetings, formalities, and nationalities, we're going to now add occupation. Give me a second here to review before I tell you what's what. This actually took me quite a bit, trying to decode all this. The lesson I took online didn't actually cover how to ask, what do you do? What is your profession? Rather, it asks on purpose the wrong profession. So here it asks, are you a student? The question is 학생이에요? And you basically just answer, no, I'm not this, I am that. In this case, you would say 아니요, which is no. In this case, 학생이에요? 아니요, 학생이 아니에요. 저는, the word for teacher, 선생님이에요. Are you a student? No, I am not a student. I am a teacher. Once again, 학생이에요? 아니요, 학생이 아니에요. 저는 선생님이에요. Here, this will get a little tricky for me to go over all the professions and occupations that are out there. I, at this point, invite you to either Google Translate or find a Korean website that shows you the different professions that are out there and find the one that applies to you. That's it for tonight's review. We're just adding a little bit at a time, and we'll practice this again tomorrow, adding yet again another little bit. I'm fairly certain my YouTube video has not finished uploading just yet, and I'm so ready to go to bed. So I'm going to say my goodnights right now, even if my video isn't done. I think even my husband is asleep. I shouldn't be making so much noise. Nope, it's not done. So good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping me on my toes with my Korean. Hope you guys are enjoying our post-deployment quarantine. And if there's anything that you guys are wanting to see more of and less of, please feel free to let me know. A lot of my videos have a lot of input from you guys. For example, the end screen that I have was suggested by 2 different people. The timestamp change was suggested by someone else. So I like to take your suggestions and make this something as enjoyable for you to watch as it is for me to make. So reach out in the comments, or like most of you do, reach out in private message if you have me on Facebook or Instagram. My Instagram handle is below if you haven't checked it out. I look forward to reading you all and meeting you all. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow.